Hello guys, this is Alex. I'm up for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Review today, and today I have the luck to do a review on and opening of the Lair of Darkness structure deck. I heard the hype that this is good, so I want to see for myself if it was right. This is the third one because as you can see, I bought two of them already, so hopefully by the end of this week or next week I'll make somewhat of a deck to show you guys all. So don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe for more videos like this. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Give me a sec. Okay, so the first thing I want to go over is this mat. So we got the three new monsters on it. We got Rhema, Diablos, and Lilith. So this is the game side mat, and on this side we got like strategy guides, like how to do certain combos, different sets to give cards that'll go great with this. For instance, Flames of Destruction is one that will be the best one, which will be coming out soon. So hopefully you guys can get packs just like I will, if I can. You also get a beginner's guide. So yeah, it's tiny now. My, how the times have changed. So now I shall cut from the camera again because I remember these things are terrible to open and they take too long. So hold on, guys. Okay, we got it. And love that new card smell. Alright, so let's get started. So first card we have is Lilith, Lady of Lament. So yeah, she's an awesome new card. She's probably the one most people are psyched about because her ability states that if this card is normal summoned, its original tap becomes 1,000. But you contribute one dark monster to reveal 3 normal traps from your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses one for you to set on the field, and you shuffle the rest back into your deck. Now this card can play into a lot of great strategies. I've seen some people put them in paleo decks or just decks that are trap heavy. Like, this can really help you get your traps early on the field. So this is one card I recommend you play 3 copies of because she's like really good. And plus she's a target for tour guide. So if you can bring her out with tour guide, then she's a 2,000 beat stick. And yeah. Next up we got, okay, I'm gonna save you for last. Next we got Rhema, the Wicked Warden. He's also like sort of the terraforming of the deck because what his ability states is you can discard this card, add 1 layer of darkness from your deck to your hand. You contribute 1 dark monster, draw 1 card, or if you attribute a dark monster other than this card to activate this effect, you can add 1 dark monster with 2,000 or more defense from your deck to your hand instead. You can only use this effect of Rhema, the Wicked Warden, once per turn. So not only can it search out like Lair of Darkness, which is like the key of this deck, you can also search out your like heavy hitter dark monsters. So the heavy hitters like Diablos, just any dark monster you got with 2,000 defense with high attacks, that's a pretty good searchable target. So I'd also recommend you run 3 copies of him. I'm gonna also put you to last. Next, we have the new virus card, Grinning Grave Virus. Let the camera focus for a sec. Come on. Okay, this one says, tribute 1 dark monster with 3,000 or less attack. Your opponent destroys 1 card of their choice in their hand or deck for every 500 attack that monster had on the field. If you tributed a monster with 2,000 or more attack to activate this card, look at all cards your opponent draws until the end of their 3rd turn after this card's activation, and destroy all monsters among them. Cards destroyed and sent to the graveyard by this card's effect cannot activate their own effects that same turn. So, this card, it's great. It's not the strongest virus card, but still, it's a virus card. So, hopefully someone could find a way to make a good strategy with this. So, yeah, that's all I have for this new virus card. Another new monster we get in this deck is Duke Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord. His ability is you can tribute any number of dark monsters, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, it gains 500 attack for each monster you tributed. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target 1 level 5 or higher dark monster in your graveyard, and if you add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Duke Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord, once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate either of this card's effect except dark monsters. So yeah, as long as you have dark monsters to special summon, you won't get hindered by its cost effect. But since this is like a meh in my personal opinion, it's a good card, don't get me wrong, but I just run 2 of them just so you can, yeah. And now for so I'm just gonna put you all here. And now for the reprints, we get the original Diabolos, Lich Lord, King of the Underworld, Prometheus, King of the Shadows, Archfiend, Emperor, the First Lord of Horror, and Caius is reprinted in this. Okay, I want to take a second to talk about Caius the Megamark. He's probably another cool MVP of this deck because what his ability is... Sorry about that, guys. Had a little camera scenario, but yeah. Anyway, so as I was saying, Caius the Megamark is another cool MVP of this deck because you can tribute summon this card. Wait, focus. Okay. Basically, what Caius the Megamark does is... God damn it. Focus. Okay. Basically, what... Okay, I'm going to read him off camera just so it's easier for you guys. Basically, he states that you can tribute summon this card by tributing 1 tribute summoned monster. If this card is tribute summoned, target 1 card on the field, banish it, and if you do, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Then, if it is a dark monster card, banish all cards with that name from the hand, main deck, extra deck, and graveyard of the player who controlled it. If this card was tribute summoned by tributing a dark monster, add this additional effect, you can target 2 cards instead. So yeah, this card is just basically another cool heavy hitter. So like, with the field spell, you contribute your opponent's monsters to bring him out, so you don't have to sacrifice one of your monsters to bring this guy out. So, don't know how many of them I'll run, but I'll let you know later. Then we get Legendary Maju Garset. Cool card. I recommend using him, but I'm gonna go in depth in him more when I actually make a deck. So, hold on to that. Next, we got Vanity Speed. Okay, now this is a good card. Just in general, I don't need to say anymore. Then we have Mist Archfiend, Infernal Dragon, Archfiend Cavalry, Stygian Street Patrol, Phantom of Chaos, Plague Wolf, Fiendish Rhino Warrior, Curry Bandit, Tour Guide, Absolute King Backjack, and Rolling Karibo for the monster count. Now, as we move on to the spells of the deck, we get Recurring Nightmare, Allure of Darkness, Hand Destruction. Okay, this can actually be a good card for this deck. I haven't played it in a while, but based on its effect, I already know this card can work to your advantage in some way. We got Foolish Burial Goods. Okay, not bad, not bad. This is a good card. It can really help you with your combos, which I'll go into more when I make the deck and do a review. Boogie Trap, Fires of Doomsday, and Veil of Darkness for the spells. So nothing too big over there. Sorry about that, guys. And now we move on to the traps of the deck. So we got the Virus combo. We got Crush card, Deck Devastation, Eradicator Epidemic, and Full Force. So these are like 4 virus cards. I'm really fond of like 2 of them or 1, but yeah, it's never too bad to have some virus cards on hand. Next we have Darklight, Trap of Darkness, Mind Crush. Yeah, Mind Crush is always a good card to have. Rise to Full Height, Circle of Darkness, and Sinister Yorishiro. And we, of course, get a token, Torment token. So yeah, that's like the endgame. But now, I want to talk about 2 cards that I personally love in this deck. And it is Diabolos, Darkest Diabolos, Lord of Lair, and the Lair of Darkness field spell. So before I get into the field spell, let's start off with Diabolos. Okay. Focus now. Okay, Diabolos' effect reads, your opponent cannot tribute this face-up card on the field and cannot target it with card effects. You can only use each of these effects of Darkest Diabolos, Lord of Lair once per turn. If a dark monster you control is tributed, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Stupid camera. If it was there... Okay, hold on, guys. If it was there when you tributed, or hand, even if not. Or you contribute 1 dark monster your opponent places 1 card from their hand on either the top or bottom of their deck. So he's just a really cool boss monster. Not only is he safe from being tributed by your opponent, he's just like a good 3k beater. And he's searchable targets for certain monsters. And he's just all around probably one of the best boss monsters in the structure deck lately. But yeah, I definitely recommend you put 2 or 3 of him. 2 or 3. 1, it's just not going to be enough. And now, the card that most of you have been dying to see, Lair of Darkness. Now, this is a cool card for multiple reasons, and here is one of them. All face-up monsters on the field become dark. Once per turn, if you would tribute a monster you control to activate a card effect, you can tribute 1 dark monster your opponent controls, even though you do not control it. Once per turn, during the end phase, special summon as many Torment tokens, Fiend, Dark, level 3, attack 1,000, and defense 1,000, as possible to the turn player's field in defense position, up to the number of monsters tributed this turn while this card was face up. So this is good for multiple reasons. 1, it makes all monsters on the field dark, and since it allows you to tribute your opponent's monsters, that's why you don't have to waste your monsters in order to activate their effects, the effects of other of your monsters. So, yeah, you definitely need to run 3 of this guy. And that essentially sums everything up, I guess. Let me just 1, 2. So yeah, and there you have it, the Lair of Darkness structure deck review. So I will be, since I have 2 more copies, I will be making a deck profile of my design based on all the cards I have. So stay tuned for that review soon, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos like this. And also, I am looking for suggestions on like either decks or openings you want me to see do. And if I can find the products, I will definitely show them to you. So until next time, I'm Alex, and I'm signing off.